And the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll send Brown in motion right. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
2nd and 9 now. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
On the double. Stop. 17. Clear Lion.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Sometimes in the run game you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Go street. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Hurts. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Raiders have 14-2 heading into this final week. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before. The 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They're indeed going for it as as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They'll look to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act to this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Davis forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Text match! Text match! 19!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going deep for Brown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Hurts. Wide open receiver, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack. Some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Hurts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Let's go now.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team. Kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down and goal. Hurts eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Looking to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Hurts, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
On second down, Swift.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Eagles 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On first and 10, it's Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing again on second and 10. Hurts, flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
from the gun. They'll try to run it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts.
Going right side here, and that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
60 Hey, check that, streak.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Jackson from a yard out. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to... Touchdown, Raiders! From 6 yards away.
And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Come back in! Come back in! 50
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Andy Isabella, 50 yards.
And the Raiders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Hey, pass. Trap 50, trap 50. 18 runners.
To throw again on second down. Hurts toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Hurts.
Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown! A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense.
It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 56 yards. First down, Eagles.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to run now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, they finished the regular season with another win, their 15th against just 2 losses.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Eagles,
and they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12.
And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.